Hello, I'm Azaikyousuke. Welcome back to Amayui, Labyrinth Meister. I just came back from the gym, and right now it's about 1 p.m. I need to go back to the gym at about 5 p.m. actually, because that's gonna be when my friend is gonna need some coaching. But yeah, I was actually thinking about, talking to people that actually am in need of like a coach, right? So like a couple of days ago, the Gold Gym here, the owner of the Gold Gym in Indonesia, they actually didn't renew the gym, like the gym ownership, I guess. I don't know how it specifically works, but because of that, they actually closed up a lot of the branches, right? And a friend of my sister, she had like 100 session of personal coaching from the personal trainer, and yeah, that's basically gone. Like, I think the gym membership, you can still go to the gym that are still open. It's under a different name, but like the personal trainer like fee is just gone. I'm like, what the fuck? That's pretty fucked up. And she had like 100 sessions, right? That's about, I don't know how much that is in USD. Maybe about like $1,200. So quite a significant amount. And she hasn't really gone to the gym yet. So I was like offering my services and see whether or not she wants to hire me. And if she actually does accept it, I'm probably going to be going out of town quite often. So yeah, I don't really mind going out of town because, like going there would probably take me about an hour 30 minutes, and then going back would be an hour 30 minutes. So about 3 hours, right, overall for commuting. But if I can find like someone else there during that time, that wouldn't be too bad. And because I know that my sister's friend like wants to take like a shitload of sessions at once, it's like the money is pretty good. There's also a couple of friends that I have over there, and I guess it's a good idea for me to also like try to connect with them, even though not necessarily them hiring me as a coach, right? So overall, I just want to expand my horizons, like change my routine. Well, not change my routine. My routine at the gym is still the same, but I gotta find like new people. I got like way too complacent, way too used to my comfort zone. But yeah, I just came back right here, and I'm gonna be recording some more Amayui right now because this is the time that I have, free. I don't really know when the exact time I can record much is. Probably at night for the most part, if I'm out and about pretty late. But I also want to keep my sleep schedule pretty well, right? So that's why if I have like a free time like this, it's probably a good time for me to record an episode. But yeah, let me do the last episode recap before we start off the episode here. So in the last episode, we actually got into a lot of story segments. We got into a lot of story. We talked about how the magic wedge was in Mephi Tower, and we tried to change how the transportation or, transfer system works from like the Belgrade Kingdom trying to transfer to Mephi Tower to the fort. And that actually worked pretty well. And yeah, there was no issues there, but Avro was like setting up a lot of barriers. And because of the magic that was in the air, it kind of affected us, and we fainted. And then we proceeded to have sex with like Luce. That's like whatever. I don't really care about that. I really hate the fact that the H scene in this game is just so out of nowhere. But it is what it is. These are the H games that we play. And she was also explaining about how, because of what's happening with the other countries, or I guess with the Belgrade Kingdom, she wants to try to mediate so that the other countries don't attack the neutral country of Mephi here. Since, you know, other countries might actually attack together, or maybe they're waiting for a chance to attack Mephi too, right? So in that regard, I actually do think that was a pretty good plot point. So Luce left us, and right now we're just attacking or trying to pursue Giri and Zinamia, because we just fought against Gosh and the Belgrade Kingdom. So yeah, without further ado, let us proceed to fighting, which I assume is Giri and Zinamia, in this fight right here. I already got the decisive level 2 and 3, so hopefully this is a boss fight so that we can get a lot of drop rates. We've caught up with you, Giri. We were able to catch up with the source of the issue before she could cause any trouble in the fort.
来たな。またしても見事に思惑を潰されてしまったというわけだ。どこまでも現実は私に厳しい。いやはや泣きそうになってしまうね。
She looks at me hatefully while wearing an expression that doesn't match it at all. I won't let you do what you want. This is where your frivolous plan ends.
ふざけた計画？一体何のことか私にはわからないが。
You started a war on Mephi for the sake of furthering your organization's plans to take revenge against the gods.
公的にはベルガラード王国が仕掛けた戦争について私の存在は関与できないよ。これはあくまで両国が起こしたいざこざだ。この件に私は関係ない。
But your presence is already known by people in both countries. No amount of omissions from official documents will change the fact that you were involved. I know you're the one who started this war. Yeah, whatever, Avra Giri Gaidal. I really can't get into like the hot-bloodedness that Avro is doing, you know? Probably because, I don't know. Giri is such a bad villain compared to Václav Gaidal. Giri just responds to my allegation with a hollow look and an emotionless expression.
そうだな。往生際が悪いとも言えるの。我が守護する存在を表に引きずり出せなかった。その時点で主は詰んでおる。
詰んでいる？まだまだこんなものは絶望的とは言えないね。私の先祖がどういう道筋をたどったのか少しは知っているんじゃないのか？世界の支配者たる神に逆らい、そして封印に成功するも土地を追われた一族がどうなったのか知らないわけじゃないだろう。
Your family was driven off their land. That clan managed to seal the present god Pariah, but they lost the war. Many were captured or killed. Those who survived fled to other places. They were forced into a poisonous swamp, and from there they fled to the Belgrade Kingdom in the Duchy of Mephi. I have to say though, it's been a while since I've actually recorded after the gym, and damn, the amount of focus I have is so much more. Like yesterday I didn't go to the gym, and the day, like the 2 days prior before that, I was actually recording at like night, right? And Jesus, I can definitely see myself being a lot more proactive like right now compared to the other times that I was recording. And yet, the descendants of those vengeful people were able to make contact with my father.
神から国から同胞であるはずの人間族からも迫害を受け続けた一族はそれでもしぶとく生き延びた。同志バーツラフの企みは失敗したが私はまだ終わっていない。ここで神に組みする者を殺せばそれで覆せる。そうだろう？
What makes you think we'll let you do that? In the past, we managed to suppress Pariah when he went on a rampage. In addition to that, even the most skilled magicians and a Solomon devil are after you now. There's no escape.
やっと再会できたわね、ティアリー・ガイダル。
いやあ、我らが名手殿、元気そうで何よりだ。再会できて嬉しいよ。
ええ、元気も元気よ。あんたのお仲間から受けた傷はすっかり回復したわ。まさか契約回避のためにそういうゲスな手法を使うなんて思ってもみなかったわよ、ゼナミア。
相変わらず獣臭いわね。ボロボロになったあなたを見るのはとても面白かったのに、すっかり回復したようで残念だわ。
相変わらず鼻につく魔族ね。観念しなさい。フラール家の息女たる私に危害を加えた罪、ふざけた理由でメフィ公国に戦争を仕掛けた罪、思い知らせてやるわ。
まったく、天才とおだてられた魔術師とソロモン魔人を味方につけたくらいで自分たちが優位に立ったと思い込める。その楽観さに笑えてくるな。私がここで貴様らを蹴散らし、城塞の乗っ取りが叶えばこの状況全てが覆る。グアラクーナ城塞を使ってメフィ公国を迷宮ごと踏み潰してやる。
I said that we won't let that happen.
そうだよ、クーちゃんは絶対に渡さない。私たちの子供があなたたちに利用される未来なんか。
そこまで我ら魔式風蓮の将が作ったものが大切か。そんな神を殺すために作った兵器にそこまで執着を見せる理由は何なのかな。子供？笑わせる。お前たちにそんな関係性などない。いつか話した気がしたな。それはただの家族ごっこだと。偽りの家族、偽りの愛情、破格の能力を持つ自我の薄い精霊を自らの手の元に置いておくための都合の良い縁結び。
I mean, you can kind of see
全
it
てが
like that.
偽物のごっこ遊びでしかない。そんな薄っぺらな情で神々のもとに縛り付けるその罪は許しがたい。
Why is it unforgivable though? I don't think it's actually fair for you to judge it because you're not the one that's actually doing the bonding thing here.
血縁こそが唯一他者を家族としてつなぎ止める不変の縁にし。
I don't know about that too, to be honest. Even if you have blood in your veins, doesn't necessarily mean that your family relations are, you know, good. But I guess physically she's not wrong.
それは我が先祖が心血を注いで作り上げた錬魔風将は我々一族のものだ。
But I do believe that, you know, even if you don't share the blood relations, if you care for them enough, you're able to treat them as family, right?
パパとママの子供じゃない。そんな
Sorry
こ
about
とない。
that.
縁は、家族は血のつながりだけで作られるものじゃない。
That's right. A couple doesn't have a blood connection to begin with. Two people who love each other meet and have a child with a blood relationship. But a child doesn't have to have a blood relation. If a blood relation is all that matters, then even married couples aren't considered family. It doesn't matter if there's a blood relation or not. The only thing that matters is the love and affection that makes us want to be a family.
そうだよ。私はクーちゃんと家族でいたいと思ってる。だから絶対にクーちゃんは私たちの子供なんだ。パパ、
They kinda threw this a bit too late in my opinion, this predicament. I was already talking about that during the first chapter when we saw Ku, in fact.
ああ、その通りだな。全くもって理解はできないが、 それも一つの正解だろう。互いの主張は噛み合わない。だから証明するのさ。さ
Sorry about
あ
that.
やり合おうじゃないか。互いの思いをかけて殺し合うのだ。
As my friends and I prepared to battle against Giri in our murderous intent, we were interrupted.
相変わらずあなたの考えはとても苛烈で悪辣で最高に素敵だわ。
What, is the true end gonna have Zenamiya absorb Giri instead of the other way around here?
でももうそれをそばで見て楽しむ時間は終わりにしないとね、キアリー。
Fang struck before any of us realized what was happening. This is so weird because what happened in the original route was that Zenamiya just, you know, sacrificed herself so that Giri could have more power.
ああ、おいしい。何度夢に見たことか。あなたの血、肉、そして思いすらも私の中に流れ込んでくるようよ。
As I look upon what is happening, I can't seem to mentally process it. I mean, it was kind of hinted that she was gonna absorb Giri during the talk with them. You know, in the previous scene, I think. It was kind of hinting that Zenamiya was gonna betray Giri at some point. But it's so weird.
そうやって名前を呼んで、キアリー。
Why not do this on the other route, too?
愛しい私のことを考えながら最後の時を迎えましょう。でもね、安心してキアリー。
Typo there? Live, live.
私の中で永遠に生き続けるの。だから安心して私に食べられて。抵抗してもいいわ。それもあなたの持つ輝きだもの。それごと私は取り込んでみせる。
この魔族がやはり貴様などそばに置くべきでは。
そう、私は魔族なの。ずっとあなたを食べたいとそう言っていたでしょ。もう我慢も限界なのよ。あなたが最高に輝いている時の姿を目に焼き付けないと。
Is this her so-called love here? The fact that she wants to eat her or something?
ゼナミア、殺してやる。絶対に殺してやる。
おいしい、おいしい、おいしいわ。なんて甘美な味なのかしら。残さず食べないとねえ。
I get that sometimes people, like, betray at the most opportune moment, right? But, I don't know. There was no time to stop her. I wasn't able to understand what was happening. I could only stare blankly. A horrendous chewing sound echoes as the person before us is gradually turned into a lifeless corpse. And then the demon, who didn't leave behind even a single scrap of meat, let out a satisfied sound.
ありがとう。私とギアリーの愛の営みを邪魔しないでいてくれて。
I guess we were stunned.
おかげでギアリーのすべては私の中に収まった。いずれ消化されるけれど問題ない。ギアリーの思いは生き続けるのよ。私の中で高校と輝き続けるの。
What the hell have you done? You just... My mouth opens and closes several times. I was aware of what happened, but my mind refused to accept it as reality. We were supposed to be chasing Giri Gaidal to deal with her since she's the source of the current issues. Why? Why did the demon who's supposed to be Giri's ally eat her? Also, what's with this demonic appearance that's unlike the human form I just saw? I mean, we already know that she's a demon, Alvaro. What the hell? Man, I keep saying this, but in this game, Alvaro is like a complete dunce. He's so stupid.
改めて自己紹介をしましょうかしら。私はズナミヤ・ネテスタス。誇り高きベルガラード王国にて爵位をいただく者。戦争を仕掛けたのはギアリーの要望によるものだけれど、実際に軍へ要請したのは私なの。そして私は彼女の意志を継ぐものでもある。必ずやメフィ公国を滅ぼしてみせる。
I still felt shaken by what I saw, but I couldn't help but to speak up. Gary's ultimate goal is to overthrow the rule of the gods. If you wish to inherit her will, you should go sink your fangs into the Belgrade kingdom first.
あなたは一体何を言っているのかしら？
Yeah, she only wants to kill everyone, right? To exact, you know, she just has that frustration. She doesn't want to kill the gods, she just wants to kill everything.
ギアリーは今もこう言っているわ。お前が幸せならばそれでいいって。とっても優しいでしょ。
Okay, you're just delusional.
だから問題ないの。ギアリーはね、私のベルガラード王国への忠誠を理解してくれている。何度も何度も話をして二人で決めた方針に他人が口を挟まないでほしいわ。
Well, the thing is, Gary's gone, isn't she?
いるわ。私の中にギアリーは常に存在している。これから私は彼女と共に生き続けるの。
Whatever you say, Zenamia.
私はギアリーのことを全て分かっている。彼女が私を否定するはずない。
God, she's stupid. She's delusional.
だからまずはメフィ公国を滅ぼして彼女の思いを遂げてみせる。
Yeah, she's really dangerous. In fact, she's completely deranged. How can you talk like that about someone you just attacked, killed, and ate?
ナミヤさん、あなたはギアリーさんを愛してたんだよね。
This is also something that I dislike about this game. They kind of feel like they're trying to do something, or they're trying to raise a point about how people's love is different, blah blah blah, but I don't know. I just don't care.
愛しているわ。過去形じゃない。今でもこの世でギアリーのことが一番よ。
They didn't do it in a very good way. Like, the portrayal is like bad.
だったらどうして殺しちゃったの？ギアリーさんは最後にあなたへ言ってたじゃない。そばに置くべきじゃなかった。殺してやるって。
殺したんじゃない。私の中に取り込んだのよ。私はギアリー・ガイダルを愛してる。それを不変の真実として刻んだの。ギアリーが私に憎しみを持っているならば、私はそれごと取り込む。むしろ歓迎するべきことじゃないかしら。だって最後の瞬間まで頭の中身を私でいっぱいにしてくれたのよ。最高に嬉しい。だから私も同等の愛を返すわ。ギアリーが喜ぶなら戦争だって起こす。それが真実の愛というものでしょ。
You're just like that general. You people from the Belgrade Kingdom say such incomprehensible things. Why?
どうしてわからないの？これが生物として最も尊い愛の形だというのに。
I mean, of course I don't understand. I don't even understand the normal kind of love, Zinamiya. Why the fuck would I understand what the hell you're talking about here?
食べるという行為には愛が満ちているわ。好きな相手を丸ごと取り込むのだから、それこそが究極と言えるはず。
God, can we just kill this guy? This girl?
私は魔族。けれど人間族だって食べる対象になる。ただそれだけのこと。
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Even if that's the case, why did you do it now? We're in the middle of a war you started and we haven't even settled things with a fight yet.
本当よ。あの女は私が直々に懲らしめる予定だったのに。
Yeah, this is dragging way too long again. God damn it, this game.
だからこそよ、私以外の誰かにちょっかい出されては困るというのが言って、そして愛するギアリーが最高に輝いている時こそ食べ時だった。
Typo there? Didn't need to have the was there.
これは世界中のどこでも行っていることよ。どんな種族でも行っている。野菜も果物も、もちろん肉も美味しくなるよう育てているじゃない。食べ時を見誤っては食材の味が落ちてしまう。ギアリーはこれ以上時間が経ったら味も鮮度も落ちるのが明白だった。だから食べたの。何かおかしい？女神一行に激高している瞬間、あの輝きを放つ瞬間こそが私が愛するギアリーの食べ時だったのよ。
Why are we still listening to this?
しっかりと行かれておるの。さすがにソロモン魔人たる我が引くほどに狂っておるとは思うのだ。
No, I don't really recoil from this. It's like, whatever. Like, who cares, guys? Even the Devil of India was not able to comprehend this extreme way of thinking. That's how extreme Zenamia is. Her way of being a demon is simply met with disgust. It's not even like extreme, it's like very common in a lot of like video games and, you know, overall just betrayal arc, right? Betrayal plots.
おしゃべりはそろそろやめにしましょうか。私の中のギアリーがうついている。あなたたちを殺せと叫んでいる。ギアリーと一体化した私に敗北はありえない。ただ彼女は城塞を掌握するのに血の力が必要だと言っていたわね。どうすればいいのかしらと悩んでいたのだけれど、妙案を思いついたわ。とりあえずそこの小さな精霊の命を継げば所有権はまっさらになるんじゃない？
パパ、ママ。ゆうちゃん、あなたは何も心配しないでいいんだよ。
Yeah, I won't let that happen. We'll definitely protect you, Kuna.
そうだぜ。こんな狂ったやつに好きにされてたまるかよ。
ギアリーに何の制裁も与えられないまま死なれたのは残念だけど、まだ戦いが終わったわけじゃない。この化け物を叩きのめせば戦争を終わらせる方向に持っていける。
I wonder what's gonna happen at the finale, though. Are we just gonna kill, like, Zenamia here and then Giri suddenly revived?
幼子には多少なりとも恩がある。安心するといい。傷などかけらもつけさせはせぬ。
Let's go, everyone. We have to put a stop to the demon Zenamia and test us.
かっけえね。私たちの究極の純愛にかなうとでも思っているのかしら。
God, this game is so bad, guys. What happened? Where's Václav Gaidal, damn you? Like, the villain in this game is so bad.
私たちは愛していないけれど、殺した後はちゃんと食べてあげるから安心して。さあ、ギアリーの思いを遂げてあげましょう。女神に付き従うあなたたちの命を取り込むことで。
Alright, can we just, like, kill this girl off quickly? Defeat Zenamia. Okay, so Zenamia is a boss, for sure. 999, 100, double action, super regen, 10% restored, darkness, and also void. She asked for a veil, but I don't think she's gonna be all that threatening unless she gets the ferocity proc. I haven't really even needed to... Ooh, these are new. I haven't even needed to, like, do Citron S, right, for the past couple of... Well, for the longest time, really. Okay, ideally what I want to do here is attack this guy with someone. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Maybe I can actually use you.
宣言しちゃいます
And then you with Amber, maybe. Yeah, you with Amber for a bit.
私に任せろよろしくな
You have the Mirror Queen's Amulet. 15 SP, 10 res, 10 int, 1 movement. I think I prefer to have usually Tiara just for the 5 luck. But I guess we'll see. I might not need it. Okay, that's good. Magician, I don't need Magician right now. Spirit Hunter, Drain, Pierce, Flurry. So gonna do this. And I want to kill this. God damn it. Well, I kill you right now. There we go. Extra large potion. Alvaro. Sophia, what I want to do is actually just move in. And then I want people to keep moving in.
竜族の長として
Like so. And then I want to have you.
僕の出番なのです
Sophia, go get back in here.
一緒に頑張ろう
Alvaro. I don't know whether or not I want to have Alvaro right here. She hasn't been buffed though, so... Tempting to buff her, but I guess I don't need to. So I'm gonna go attack right now. This thing is gonna die. Hopefully, anyway. There we go. God damn it! Close, but no cigar. I have the full tier, which I don't need, so I'm gonna use the tiara instead. And hopefully I kill it. This increases my crit rate, but reduces my hit rate. If it doesn't kill it, I'll try to use the union skill. Okay, crit, and you're dead. Full pulse root, that is nice. Now what I want to do here is just
ええ喜んで
use 2 units to get there.
行きますか
Reason why I'm doing this is because I want these guys to actually be in the front so that they're gonna be attacked by all of these guys. That's the reason. I don't really need full tier, so this is whatever. I can keep using the usually tiara. Damn, I'm not critting. What the fuck? That is not good. Rosaline, how much damage do you do? The roots, cursed energy. No need drain. Take Alela's judgment. Okay. That's good enough. I should be able to kill now. Man, I'm getting pretty darn hungry. Okay, now what I want to do is just probably buff up. Labyrinth is on Fia. Don't really need you anymore, Catrit. I might want to use Catrit at some point for a transfer. There's this guy right here. Exploding Miyogi should destroy that guy pretty easily.
行くよ
Exploding Miyogi with the shining one. Yeah, the shining disc. There we go. 100 crit, you are definitely dead. No questions asked.
なんだか嬉しそうだね
Spirit
君
Soil.
も痛いのが好きになったの
Diet, take a look at what's here. Another one of those guys, and Anne is gonna plow through them. Okay, thankfully they didn't resurrect.
そうだね君も痛いのが好きになったの
We got a rampart ring. This guy has magic resist. Diet, you have soul shield, which I don't need right now, so you're gonna use the... Where's that armor? The warding armor, there we go. For magic resist. There's probably another one of those mages too over there, so let's see what these guys are weak against. Earth. Probably not the same... I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat those ones. But I guess we'll see. That's just a deployment gate.
我のものか。
Okay, there's nothing there. Probably just gonna go back again. Let's see, who do I want to use? Liru? I don't really care about Liru. I guess I'll try to use Mixuana and Kisnir to bridge the gap there. And then probably attack with Eeyore. That's fine. And then I'll do this. And then I'll have Eeyore attack. Hopefully Eeyore has enough movement. She has 8 movement.
出発
She has the tiara, but with Mikio here,
出発です
she's gonna have 9
よろし
movement.
くお願いします
And that's not enough, god damn it. Jeez, so close yet so far. Oh well. A combination of these two should be enough to kill them. Powerful Slice. I take 20 damage. 34 crit. Good enough. Damn Soul Shield.
ひらめきました
Bad level up, Mikio. Alright, go finish this guy off. Don't need that, so I'm gonna use this. Good enough. Large Ether. Alright, pretty decent first turn, I'd say. Gonna go save my game. Ooh, there's a new unit there, that puppet thing. I saw that. Alright, let's demolish all of these guys. What the hell? They're going back. I guess it's because that guy can't reach me. Pretty annoying. I guess because that guy can't reach me.
突撃開始です
Rosaline. Sure. Go ahead and go in. Alright, now I can just go all the way over here, kill this guy. And then there's that puppet thing. Prevail. Okay, this Zenomia has 5 movement. This is only 2 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the range. I don't even know if she's gonna do anything because we're not in range yet. So I guess we'll see. You know, before I do that, I think I could have actually tried to kill this thing with Thea here. Heavenly Impact. I don't even take too much damage, so sure. I'll give it a shot. And let's take a look at their animations.
これでいくよ
Damn, you're dead. You are so dead.
負けないから
What the fuck? Thea just straight up demolished you. Forgot to turn off animations here. Well, say goodbye. I can probably try to buff those guys from all the way there. Let's see, what am I gonna do with you guys? I think I don't need you guys right now. Mikio, take a look at what's here. Nothing there. Let's see, Kisnir, what's over here? Okay, that's for that. I guess Mixuana can try to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mixuana has Saiyan member. She doesn't need that because of the flight. And I guess I'll give Pierce, maybe? Sure. And then I'll have you, Kisnir, join up with me.
力になろう
And now I can attack. Swift Spear does that much? Sure. Not dead, but you will be dead. You are dead. Special Snowball, I don't think I've actually seen the animation for it.
覚悟ですよ
Oh, that's it?
何するのよ
It's kind of meh. Alright, we got that. Rosaline, don't really need you anymore, so I'll just move you back. And Diet, I will have you move forward twice. So that Anne can just plow through that guy again. Only that much? I guess I'll just use my hollow disc. There we go. Much more damage. And say goodbye. So many ethers. Let's see. You are over there. I don't think I need Ron right now, so I'm gonna have her leave. And then I'll have people that have 2 movement just take all these and go back. Extra large potion. Boom, boom. And then Lish. Boom, boom, boom. That's a trap. She has the wing bracelet. She doesn't need that. I'm gonna give you a full mill so that you can go back. I don't even care the fact that those are traps anymore, guys. I'll keep Catrit. Because no one can get there anyway, right there. And then I'll probably keep Luce here. Because I want her to take this and then move one more. Like so. There we go. And I think if this is the same as the other area like here, it's probably going to be another archer, so... Yep, another archer. I'll just give you a small potion. And you're ready to intercept. Avro, you're gonna go here and actually buff these guys to maximum. There we go. And I'll get the last potion. Or sorry, not potion. Goddess card right here. Jupiter gem. Wait, sorry. I didn't realize I was able to reach there. There we go. Good enough. Okay, there's a guy over there. That guy's gonna die in one shot. Let's see, what am I gonna do? I can buff twice. Sure. We can't really go there. Kinda don't want to kill you just yet. For some reason, this guy didn't attack me. I guess that's why, because these guys can't actually hurt me. So say goodbye. You're dead. Bow. Boom, boom. Diet. I think Diet can go over there. And then Anne can actually join up with me. Let's see. What am I gonna do? Avro. Just buff these guys as Citron. The defenses. And then we'll just let them loose after this. There we go. Diet can also buff. And that's the last one. These guys can probably just go back now. And I will do something like this. Can I kill you with just Eeyore and Mikyu? I think I can. Surprisingly. Let's see, that much damage. 50. God damn, these guys hurt. 92. And then I kill you with Mikyu. I don't want to take some damage here. That's pretty good. You can go here. It's a deployment gate. And I can go here and here. Sadly, I don't think I have anyone that can kill this one. Maybe I do. I guess we'll see. I have Luce free right now. You're dead. Extra large potion. There we go. Luce, who do you want to join up with, Luce? Mixuana, Diet, and Fia. No one, really. I guess I can have Lish. What about Rosaline? Can Rosaline get here? Darkness and Flight. Because I want to go here with Anastasia. That's my current predicament. What if I actually just have Luce attack herself? Why can't I use Dio no Res? Is it too far? No, it doesn't seem like it's too far. Not sure why I can't use that. I guess I'll use Rosaline here. And then have Luce join.
精一杯ご支援いたしますね。
Yeah, Aurella's Judgment. Oh, that's not enough, huh? I mean, Aurella's Judgment twice I think is enough. Roots, okay, I actually want the Roots here. Hopefully Rosaline doesn't die.
運がいいわね。
Reason why I did that is because I actually want to get over here. I'm gonna try to 100% this area. Okay, block. Flying units can't enter. Oh, it's just a flight. It's just a flight one. I feel like I could have actually entered there with Anne, huh? Well, next turn I'll enter here then with Anne. I forgot that it's just a flight barrier. Oh well. Alright, I'm going to... Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Just gonna defend here. Not worth it. I do have Soul Shield, thankfully. They're attacking Rosaline, which I'm... Ooh, Rosaline might die. Ah, forgot to turn on animations. Yeah, sorry, Rosaline. I think you are donezo. Let's take a look at the animations.
優しく手にかけてあげる。ここまでのようね。
Okay, you're attacking me. You're dead. Fortress Ring. Okay, Diet can go all the way there. And then I'm gonna split up Diet. And then I'm gonna go here, I guess. Alright. What else am I gonna do? I think I can actually use my Guess Shield again. Guess it. Swiss Spear does quite a lot. Sure, I guess? Hopefully Swift Spear kills it. There we go. Perfect. Now I just need to basically just pave the way. I'm basically done here, but I don't know. I kind of don't like the fact that these things are here. So I'm gonna try to plug the hole, pretty much. Avro. Goes a full tier Avro. Yeah, this is probably stupid for some people, but I just don't like it. I don't like the fact that these things are here. Okay, Fia can go there, I guess, and then go back. We're probably done here. I think she's dead. I think with Anastasia attacking twice, I think she's just dead. I'm gonna have Catrit move here. Where's Catrit? Oops. I made a mistake there. I wanted to do something like this. She has +2 on Darkness. Don't need Flurry. I want Transfer. So I'm gonna transfer her here. And she's Gucci. There we go. Alright, let's just go ahead and kill this thing. Shouldn't be too difficult. Especially if I crit a couple times. Ah, didn't crit. Didn't crit again? Come on. I had like 79 crit. Okay. I really want to kill it right now, so hopefully I crit again. 80 crit. I don't have the full steer right now, but I don't really care what this guy drops anymore, to be honest. I think I need to crit 3 times. Yeah, you're dead. Goodbye, Zenamia. I think she still lives here. But now she's dead. Neptune gem. I guess I could have gotten like 2 more Neptune gems, but who cares at this point, guys? It's over now. Even if you show your true nature and power as a demon, we cannot lose. We'll stop you and end this pointless war.
まだまだ私を抑えたくらいで終わりだと思ってもらっちゃ困るわ。私とギアリーはきっかけを作っただけで戦争を差配するものではない。戦争の主役は兵卒。自分の意志が主体ではなく将の命令によって多くの命を奪うその他大勢の兵隊たちよ。今頃はガッシュ率いるベルガラード王国兵がメフィ公国の魔術師どもを殲滅しているはず。結局あなたたちの行動なんて湖に石を投げ込んだくらいの小さな影響でしかない。
God, shut up.
たくさんの死をこの国に振りまいてあげるわ。今日は私とギアリーが一つになった記念日だもの。派手に死者を出してお祝いしないとね。
How can you treat life so lightly? Have you thought about the irreparable damage you've caused with your disturbance that you treat like a practical joke?
おかしなことを言うわね。他国の人間が死ぬことにどうして私が心を割かないといけないのかしら。
Yeah, I feel like Alvaro is so dumb. Like, do you think that Gaidal cares about the fact that he was killing all those people?
むしろ将来的に敵対するかもしれない。いずれ脅威となるかもしれない力を削げたのだと喜ぶべきでしょう。
Like, I feel like it's so weird that he questions, like, Zenamia here, and he never questions Gaidal. I wonder how she could make a decision to take the lives of so many people just because they might become a threat.
さあ、この姿となった私はまだまだ倒れたりはしないわ。私に時間をかけるほどベルガラード王国兵は残忍に魔術師を刈り取っていく。太陽が間に合わずに悲しむあなたたちの表情を早く見たいものだわ。
There's no more Giri. There's no more worry about the power of her blood taking over the fort. Let's go help Sakurai-san and the others. That should help bring the war to an end.
おお、そうした方が良さそうだな。
Can't we, like, kill her first, you know?
そうね。そう簡単にお父様たちがやられるとは思わないけれど、私たちが入れば確実に戦力として優位に立てるはずよ。
Can't we, like, plunge a dagger into her heart first or something, guys? She's still clearly talking, you know.
このベルガラード王国の魔族ゼナミア・ネテスタスがそれを許すと思って立場が逆になったわね。あなたたちはとことんまでここにとどまってもらうわ。私は絶対にこの戦争をベルガラード王国の勝利で飾ってみせる。私はギアリーの思いを遂げてメフィ公国を滅ぼさなくてはいけないのだから。本国はメフィ公国への戦争許可は出していない。何様のつもりか。
A chilling sound spread through the area and sent shivers down my spine. Then a blade of magic power fires out from somewhere and tears Inamiya's body to shreds.
あなた
Was that Luce?
王侯貴族に取り入り行動許可証を偽造したな。たかが一貴族が本国の行動方針を決められる立場にあると思い上がるな。
No, it might not be Luce here.
さらに言えば 仮にも我が国で爵位をいただく者があのような低俗なものを支援するとは。私も何度もお前たち地方貴族にも周知させていたはずだ。ある一族を憎んでいる。一人たりとも生かす気はないと。
そんな、どうしてあなたがこんなところに。やはりあの時に見たお姿は間違いなどではなかったというの。
No, I guess it is Luce. Because during the Secret Haze Tower or whatever, she actually did mistake Luce for someone. But because everyone was switched around, they, like Zinamiya said, you know, it was someone else.
弁解は必要ない。お前はかの一族の者を発見したという報告を怠った。さらには手を組むなどという許されざる罪を犯したのだ。暗黒の太陽神バスタールの名のもとにお前を始末する。ジナミア・ネテスタス。
A brutal magic attack is unleashed that does not allow for even the slightest hint of opposition.
私もあなたのもと。
So what, is Luce gonna be the final boss of this game? Even though she was fighting a moment ago and didn't seem to have been weakened yet, she quickly died.
死体は回収する。この場からの移動準備を整えなさい。
は直ちに取り掛かります。
We knew the elf who nonchalantly gave orders to the Belgrade Kingdom soldiers with her. Luce.
アバロ、戦場でそのように驚いた顔を浮かべるものではありませんよ。
Why are you here? I thought you left the fort so you could go warn the neighboring countries.
警戒は促しました。それは嘘ではありません。ベルガラード王国に手を出せばただでは済まないと警告も兼ねて行動を抑えました。この戦争
I'm
に
sorry about that.
他国の介入はないと考えていいでしょう。
I guess she's affiliated with them? Make a move on the Belgrade Kingdom? No, that's not the point. What in the world is going on?
言動を認識しているならば私がどのような立場かもうお分かりかと思いますが。
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want to believe it. Luce is a priestess of the Church of Fuchsia and travels to other countries to work as a missionary. Was that a lie?
私はあなたと同じですよ、アバロ。神の意志を現実に起こすものです。
Okay, so she's Vashtal's apostle? But why the hell is she like still the priestess of you know, Fuchsia?
ただし、私が仕える神は何の救いも与えないパライアではなく、暗黒の太陽神バスタール様ですが。
I guess she changed gods at some point. But how the fuck does Fia not know about this? The fact that she changes gods. Luce, you're a divine being? The dark sun god Vashtal is worshipped by the Belgrade Kingdom. He's a powerful being who is the chief god of the dark camp. She serves that god. Moreover, she is very close to him. Does that mean she's a divine being, or rather, a divinity who supports this god?
本当ならこの立場を明かしたくはなかった。いつまでも偽りの身分を演じ続けたままあなたたちと円満に別れたかった。しかし我が国とメフィ公国が本格的に争うともなればもはや静観してはいられないでしょう。
Kind of an abrupt change of, you know, change of situation, but whatever, I guess. The power overflowing from Luce's body swells up steadily. It was an overwhelming wave of darkness, a dusky, sludgy blackness that permeates the area.
バスタール様の目的は闇世界の侵食、いずれ全てを飲み込む闇の支配。
Why serve Vashtal when she was trying to kill the evil seal group? Well, I don't know. It wasn't really even hinted that she was part of the evil seal group, or sorry, part of the dark camp, like at all.
ただ今メフィ公国に戦争を仕掛けるのは本意ではない。あの魔族風に言うならば まだ食べ時ではなかった。
Alright, get to the point, Luce. I'm so done with just people talking non-stop.
ベルガラード王国はこの時期でのメフィコ王国との戦争を望んでいない。しかし始まってしまったものはそう簡単には収められない。
What are you talking about?
アバロ、ここは戦場であり、神格者たる者がそのようにほうけていい場所ではありません。なんて先輩面をしてあなたに助言をするのもこれが最後ですね。
After saying that, her calm demeanor is replaced with a sharp, deadly look in her eyes. The extremely quick magical attack fired by Luce goes towards my friends instead of me. The slicing magical attack hits Fia's body as she hugs Kuna protectively.
やはりお優しいお方。状況に混乱していようともしっかり親の務めは果たすとは見事です。
大丈夫だった。怪我はない。
Kuna's lips quiver as she looks at Fia. She could only nod wordlessly in response.
失敗しましたね。一番に警戒しなければならない戦略級兵器の核は排除できず。
I mean, I always found it weird that Luce was talking about our mother a lot, and you know, like you guys already know about my stance on Luce as a character. She was like bullshitting so many times that I never even trusted her.
ただし代わりとして優先的に排除すべき対象の戦力はそがれました。戦果は十分と見るべきでしょう。
Luce, what are you doing?
すでに説明したはず。ここはベルガラード王国と事を構えた戦場なのだと。そして私はベルガラード王国の筆頭であり、バスタール神の意志を現実のものとするための新兵です。共に救いを与えず、自身が囚われたままに神道を翻弄したパライアの娘女神フィアは等級が低くとも神格を持つ者。
Mocked her believers? What?
戦場では決して無視できない存在ですが、その力は個人の範囲にとどまっている。次に警戒すべきは使徒アバロン、そしてソロモン魔人ビネアですが、奇襲が成功するのは一度きりでしょうね。
I mean, if she really wanted to do a surprise attack, she could have done so anytime, so... Kuna's fourth powers are a threat. That's why you targeted her first. You caught me off guard considering how much we worked together. I glare at Luce as I grip my weapon in my hands so tightly that they begin to bleed. The fact that I had been betrayed was still difficult to believe, and the shame of failing to protect Kuna and Fia ate at me.
この場で戦闘に発展させるのはお勧めしません。集団の支柱である女神は負傷している状態。放置すれば致命傷では済まない傷です。動揺したその状態で守り通すことができますか？
With Fia fatally injured, we need to somehow fight a divinity without her getting injured more. I felt shaken like when Giri talked to us before. I clenched my teeth tightly, but couldn't will myself to move.
本来ならば確実にとどめを刺すべきですが、この状況ではそれも難しい。ひとまず城塞内部におけるこれ以上の戦闘は控えます。
God, I hate this game for doing this. I hate them for always like retreating. We always have to engage at a different time. Why can't we just fight again and again and again?
しかし始めてしまった戦争の落としどころは探る必要があります。メフィコ王国の発展した魔術を危険視する声は確かにある。お覚悟を。ベルガラード王国が始めた戦争、このまま収まるとは思わないことです。
After Luce says this, she leaves. The Belgrade soldiers who were following her left as well, taking the lifeless Zenamia with them. This is a sudden change in development, but there is something that must be addressed first. Is she gonna like eat Zenamia or something? Fia, are you alright?
私は大丈夫。ちょっとだけ痛いけど すぐにはどうこうなったりしないから。
It's just one hit. How strong is she to be able to damage a god like that? She can't be that strong. This isn't even realistic. Fia was sweating profusely and trying to endure the pain, but she smiled to try to keep us from worrying.
ルーチェさん、もうどこかに行っちゃった？
This is why I don't like this game, guys. There's just so many plot holes that I'm like, what? The first game was so much better, god damn it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I let my guard down and couldn't protect you or Kuna.
仕方ないよ。ルーチェさんから攻撃されるなんて思わないもん。
すまねえな、ジョーちゃん。俺様はちっとも気づけなかった。すっかりフィユシア教の司祭だと信じちまっていた。
本当に情けない限りだ。私も彼女の立場を見抜けなかった。本来ならば聖堂騎士である私が盾とならなければいけなかった。
急ぎ回復を、我が主。回復魔術は行使できますか？
ごめんね。なんだか魔力循環がうまくいかなくて。
Such plot convenience.
傷口を見せて。まるで毒のような魔力の広がり方。
ただ威力のある攻撃ではなく、そういった効果を付随させたものってことですか？食いつかれた。油断してた。この場でできる応急処置を。皆さん、ちょっとだけ痛むかもですが、ごめんなさい。ズキズキするね。
力を隠していたのね。体内を巡る魔力すらも欺いていた。ええ。これまで怪しい素振りは一切ありませんでした。闇勢力の神格者であることを出会った時より隠していたなんて。
Like, why didn't we, wouldn't it be easy to tell whether or not the worship that she was doing went to Fia or not? That was my question, really, about Luce.
暗黒の太陽神、バスタールの使徒。そんな芸当もできるってのかよ。
ママ、痛い？ごめんなさい。グーの代わりに。謝ること。
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not even sad at this scene.
無事なら、それが一番なんだから。どうしてグーとママはつながってないのに。ママは女神様で一番大事なのに。グーが守られて大事にされてもママより役に立てないのに。
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have sacrificed you rather than Fia, Kuna.
グーちゃん、どうして家族でいたいって言ってくれるの？どうしてママはこのままでいたいって思ってくれたの？
Kuna. I hug Kuna as she seems to overflow with emotions. Fia also hugs her tight, even though she's having trouble moving. Kuna clutches at my clothes and lets out a cry that she must have been holding back. Because she was protected, someone precious to her ended up getting hurt. As her daughter cries loudly, her mother speaks to her softly.
グーちゃん、不安にさせちゃってごめんね。きっとギアリーさんに言われたことが気になってるんだよね。だってグー、急に家族になったもん。ママとパパが調査員の力放っておけないから。違うよ。それははっきり違うって言える。
Kuna's body suddenly starts shivering. I hug her even more tightly to help relieve her anxiety.
私はね、愛に決まった形なんかないと思う。
Not wrong?
だって家族のあり方なんて人それぞれだもん。だったら血のつながりがない家族のあり方だって 普通にあるよ。
Fia reaches her hand out to Kuna. In response, Kuna weakly grasps it in both of hers.
ねえくーちゃん、一緒のお布団で眠るのあったかくてほっとしたね。
The main theme of this game just doesn't really click with me, guys. I feel like the portrayal of it is just not very good.
くーちゃんが日記を書き始めた時、字を覚えて書けるようにって一緒にお勉強して書けるようになったって笑った時、嬉しかったね。くーちゃんが初めて城塞を動かしてみんなでメフィ公国に向かおうってなった時、なんだかワクワクしたね。ママ、アンベルちゃんが案内してくれることになって街の中を散策するとき、即興でお歌を作りながら歩いたよね。いつもお仕事頑張ってるアバロにたくさんのありがとうって気持ちを伝えたくて、いつかくーちゃんが好きになった人に喜んでもらえるように一緒に料理を覚えたね。寝る前に歯磨きするとき、二人でちょっとだけ果物を食べたりしたよね。美味しかったな。木の下に座って日向ぼっこしながら一緒に本を読んだね。膝にかかるくーちゃんの体重がなんだかくすぐったかった。
I guess what they're trying to show here is, that's the sort of thing that you want to share with your kid, right? That's the sort of small happiness that you can have when you're having children, which, as I said, doesn't really resonate with me, like, at all. Fia slowly talks about the memories she made together with Kuna.
そうよね。はっきりとした名前がつかないかもしれない。柔らかくてくすぐったい小さな感情の積み重ねでいいんだ。私にとってはそれが愛するってことなんだ。もっとそういう積み重ねをその人と作っていきたい。それが私にとっての家族へ向ける愛情なんだよ。もちろん解釈は人それぞれでいい。でも私はそう思ってる。
I appreciate you for saying that, Fia.
くーちゃんはママの子供なんだよ。私たちは家族なんだ。そうなってほしいって私が思って、くーちゃんがそうありたいと思ってくれたら、
Oh, sorry about that, huh?
ママはママがいい。ママじゃなきゃやだ。ママはクーのママだもん。嬉しいな。ほらね、血はつながってなくても私たちは家族だよ。血のつながりも一つの縁の形だと思う。それでも私がくーちゃんに向ける思いが偽物だとは思わない。一緒にいて楽しい。その人が笑ってたら嬉しい。その人が泣いてたら悲しい。そんな気持ちがあれば家族になれる。
Typo there? Yeah, you were kind of talking way too much there, Fia. There's a joke in Odd One's chat where, in an RPG, talking is basically a free action. So that's why she's been talking so long that poison didn't affect her. Fia's face distorts with pain. It seems that bandaging the wound didn't eliminate the effect of the magic power entering her body.
大丈夫。ちょっとズキズキするだけ。
Fia, is there any way we can help? Luce's magic is eating away at Fia's body. We may have wounded that demon in battle, but the magic power of that divine being easily brought her to the brink of death and did this to Fia.
方法は思いついてるんだ。でも私一人じゃできない。アバロ、力を貸して。私はここで倒れるわけにはいかないから。
This better not be an 8 scene, my dude.
ルーチェさん
My dudes.
どうして身分を隠して私たちと一緒に行動してくれたのか聞かないとダメな気がするから。何よりもクーちゃんに悲しい思いさせるわけにはいかないから。
Of course, if there's anything I can do, I'll do it.
さすが頼りになる夫。それじゃあ縁結びの女神に伝わる儀式をしよう。
This game is so trash, guys.
でもこれはみんながいると。
I guess the two of us need to be alone. I released my hold on Kuna and shook her head before smiling at her as much as I can. This is probably gonna be the first 8 scene with Fia that I'm not even gonna voice act. What the fuck is this garbage? This is so fucking forced. Kuna, let me handle this. I'll definitely save Fia.
ふーちゃん少しだけ待っててね。ママ大丈夫だよね。ママ死なないよね。大丈夫。ママは強いから何にも心配しないでいいよ。あなたは縁結びの女神フィアの子、グアラクーナ城塞の精霊クーナ。泣かないで待ってられる？クーはママの子供だから泣かないよ。
I leave Kuna with my friends and move into the shadows while Princess carrying the injured Fia in my arms. Alright, just do the deed, Alvaro. I'm probably just gonna make some food here. Fia, what should I do? After moving into the shadows, I asked this question to the limp, pale-faced goddess.
普通の怪我ならさ、魔術で回復すれば治るんだよね。でも今はルーチェさんの魔力が体の中を駆け回って悪さをしてる。
So the point is that this magic needs to be removed from your body. How do I do that?
私と肌を重ねよう、アバロ。それで私は元気になれる。
God, this game is garbage. This game is garbage, guys. Huh? What did you just say? Sorry, can you say that again?
私とエッチしよう、アバロ。
You said it in a more direct way. Fia, this isn't a time to joke around like that.
冗談じゃないよ。痛くて頭がぼーっとするよ。
Fia, is this really what I have to do?
私、女神嘘つかない。
Why are you speaking in a broken way?
本当なんだよ。間に合わなくなる前に肌を合わせて元気になろう。ついでに世界も救っちゃおう。
There's no way we can save the world that way. Do you really want to bring our bodies together in this situation?
なんだってやってやるって言葉、嘘だったの？
Yes. I wasn't lying. Alright, if you say so, then it's my job as your apostle to believe you. I'll be as careful as I can, but the intense movements might hurt you. You just need to bear with it.
キャーン、アバロから迫られちゃう。
As I approached Fia, she began saying strange things for some reason. Alright, patreon.com/Azaikyousuke, guys. Dear lord, this game is garbage. I know I keep saying that, but, you know, I thought that after my mind was not really changed, but my mind was open after the talk with my brother. I would see things differently, right? But no, not for this game. This game is utter and truly trash, guys. Other than the gameplay, everything that you pay attention to this game is just garbo. Do not pay attention to the game and just play the game for the combat. Alright, people on YouTube, I'll see you guys after the scene is done. People on Patreon, enjoy.
下の魔力が体内を駆け巡って悪さをする魔力をやっつけてくれてるよ。
And I'm back. Sorry about that. That 8 scene was actually pretty short, and thankfully while I was like preparing some food, I took a look at my PC and saw that the 8 scene was done. I don't know, I think it was about maybe 10 minutes long from the usual 20 something minutes. So I was like making some food as I said. So I took a break after the 8 scene was done, paused the recording and ate some food. And here I am back again. So sorry about that. So the 8 scene itself probably wasn't that bad if it was that short. Usually it's the very long 8 scenes that are very bad.
あとはこの女神の体が自分で回復してくれる。だからもう大丈夫。
That's a relief. I don't know what I would do if you disappeared, Fia. I feel like my lifespan has shortened.
私たち神格を持ってるから寿命ってないけどね。
As we look at each other and laugh, Fia gently pats me on the head.
よしよし心配かけてごめんね。もう大丈夫だから泣かなくていいんだよ。
Man, I really do not care, Fia. Like, the thing is, this whole thing about you, like, shielding Kuna and everything else, it just feels too forced, Fia. I'm not crying, but this really did heal your injuries.
何せアバロンの愛情をたっぷり受け取ったからね。元気いっぱいだよ。
I don't know why Fia's voice is also very low, by the way. It's been like that throughout this whole episode. Everyone's voices is very normal, but Fia's voice is very small or low. When I think about it again, you really do have an amazing body. I wonder if this is another characteristic of the goddess of bonds. How mysterious.
さあ、次はクーちゃんの不安を吹き飛ばそっか。もっとイチャイチャしてたいけど、今はクーちゃん優先。
Yeah, let's show her that you're fine and there's no need to worry. I take Fia, who's slowly recovering energy as she claimed, and return to my companions.
完全復活！
Okay, there we go. Her voice is normal now. I guess she really does just want to have a low voice during the whole scene.
お待たせしました。縁結びを司る女神が完全復活して戻ってきたよ。
It was a bit too low though, in my opinion.
大丈夫？もう痛くない？もうバッチリ痛くないよ。心配かけちゃってごめんね。ママが無事なら。パパ、治してくれてありがとう。
Yeah, I did my best. Whatever, Alvaro. It's kinda hard to accept my daughter's gratitude in a straightforward manner. It may have been an important factor, but I just ended up feeling good.
すごい。本当に完璧に傷が塞がってる。一体どうやったの？もしかしたらフィウシア教の秘術なのかもしれないけど、仕掛けを教えてくれないかしら。愛だよ、リルちゃん。縁結びの女神は愛があれば元気になれるのです。愛？神ってそういうものなのね。
God, this game is so bad.
愛ね。っていうかアバロ、ちょっと匂うぞ。 隠すつもりならもうちょっと気をつけた方がいいぜ。
本当にの特徴的な香りが漂っておるわ。随分とお楽しみだったようで何より。
Can we please move on, guys? They must have guessed what we did.
大人だから口にはしないけどな。とりあえずフィアが無事でよかったよ。そんでアバロたちと離れてる間に分かったんだけどさ、おじいさまたちの方も落ち着いたみたいだぜ。
Apparently, after we parted the ways with Luce, Sacrifice and the others also ended their battle with the Belgrade soldiers.
女神フィア様がご無事で何より。神が倒れたとあってはメフィ公国にも席が及んでしまうでしょうからな。
失礼。女神様が無事だと確認でき、冗談を口にする余裕が生まれてしまったようです。
Well, I'm glad you're okay too.
状況を整理いたしましょう。そちらはベルガラードの貴族である魔族ゼナミアなる存在が騒動の発端となる魔術師ギアリーを襲ったということでしたな。
Yes, we couldn't have foreseen that she'd take the life of her own ally. And after we battled the demon Zenamia, Luce, who was supposed to be working with us until now, it seems like Amber has already explained this part to them. Luce turned out to actually be an apostle of the Dark Sun god, Vashtal. She is also a major figure in the Belgrade Kingdom.
こちらの戦場にもルーチェなるリュリエルフが現れ、一括することでベルガラード王国兵の動きを止めていきました。
ええ、本当に兵士たちが一斉に驚愕したような表情を浮かべ、号令に従い戦闘行為を停止したのです。
そして城塞とつながっている転移機能を用いて兵たちはベルガラード王国に戻っていった。
さりにはに戦争はまだ終わっていないと告げて、ここはグアラクーナ城塞でありフィウシア教の領域とみなすことができる。故に改めて違う場所からメフィ公国の領土を攻めると付け加えてね。
Luce really is on the Belgrade Kingdom side. I didn't realize that she had lied about her identity this whole time. In any case, now that her position is clear, we have to settle this despite our past relationship.
まさかあの大国の神格者までもが出てくるとは思わなんだ。メフィ公国としてもこのままでは収まりがつかぬ。
ママのこと傷つけた。敵討ち。いや、死んでないよ。ママは敵討ちって言葉合ってない気がするな。くーちゃん、ここでちょっと重要なお話です。しっかり聞いてね。重要なお話。くーちゃんはルーチェさんのこと嫌い？わかんない。きっと優しかった。最後だけ怖かった。
God, I'm so gonna hate the ending of this game, aren't I?
攻撃されて、ママ傷ついた。それは、いや。
And to think that I thought that the OG ending was bad. This is probably gonna be even worse.
クーちゃんを狙って攻撃したことについては、こらーって怒らないといけないけど、私が怒ってるのって実はそれだけなんだよね。
Maybe I should actually rate this a 1 on VNDB once I'm done. Jesus.
フィアよ、さすがにそれはお人よしが過ぎるんじゃないか。
ママ、死んじゃうかもだった。
ええ、騙されて不意打ちされたのよ。憎しみを抱いても不思議じゃないわ。
でもさ、ずーっと仲良くしてもらえてたんだよね。いろいろ助けてもらってたし、ベルガラード王国の情報だって隠さずに教えてくれたのもルーチェさんだったよね。
Actually, I have no idea, Fia. It's been so long I forgot. It's true that the information about Zenamia being a Belgrade noble came from Luce. Oh, right. It was last episode. Right.
それにルーチェさんの目的って初 めからずっと一貫してたんだよね。
あのギアリーなる魔術師、その一族を追っていたというものか。奴は自分からそう言っていたな。
そう、過去のこともあって人間族も、しかもその血のつながりがある人たちだけが許せないってそう言ってたの。でもさ、それを言うならアバロのことも許せないほど憎んじゃうと思うんだ。
That's true. Now that you mention it, I have the blood of that family in my veins. However, Lucia never said anything about it.
ルーチェさんは最初からずっとアバロに対して優しかったよ。母親代わりだって言って実際にそう接してくれてた。
God, shut up, Fia.
クーちゃんにも最初からずっと優しくしてくれてたんだ。優しいかな。
I don't know, I feel like it was all an act.
あの優しさは騙すためとか取り入るためとかそういうのじゃなかったと思う。身分とか立場とか力とかもさ、これまでずっと隠してたことには何か理由があると思うんだ。今回のはきっと仕方のないことだったんだよ。避けられないから覚悟を決めるしかなかった。そういうもの。
In other words, you're saying that Lucia did what she did because of her position and situation. Are you saying that she had no choice but to attack us, but she really didn't want to do it? Even now, we talked and we could work things out.
そう思う。というよりそう信じたいって方が本当かな。でも立場の違いがあるから戦わないって選択肢は難しいと思う。でも憎しみを持つ必要はないってそう思うんだよ。何よりアバロを好きな仲間だからね。ルーチェさんは悪い人じゃないのです。
I mean, I guess Fia's personality is pretty much on point still throughout, both games. It's just, I don't know. I don't know, Fia. I just can't think that way. It's possible that her love for me is a lie.
ないね。それに気づけないほどずっとアバロ好きをやってないよ、私は。力強い。任せて。だから私はね、ルーチェさんも同じように思ってくれてると信じたいんだ。でも戦争は始まってしまったから、それは絶対に何とかしないといけない。というわけでこれから私たちはルーチェさんと会って話して戦争を無事に終わらせられる方法を探したいと思う。どうかな、みんな。
Fia looks at the faces of all our friends. As the group's representative, I give her my answer. Our group centers on the goddess Fia. If the goddess has set a plan of action, then I, as her apostle, will pave the way for it.
ルーチェお姉さんとお話ししたい。また仲良くしてくれるならその方がいい。ありがとう。それじゃあそういう方向で頑張っていこうね。
今は闇の大国との戦争中だというのに、どうにも心が穏やかになってしまうね。
ほんと騙してた相手を信じるなんて甘いなんてもんじゃないわ。
まあいいじゃんか。こういうフィアだからこそ結末が悲しくならないように頑張れるんだろ。
Not wrong, I guess.
フィウシア教の方針は確認した。メフィ公国としても方針を示さねば。城塞のおかげもあり、こたびの被害は少なかった。しかし次もそうであるとは言えぬ。神格者という大物が参戦してしまったのであれば、次は一貴族の独断ではなく、国を挙げて戦力を整えてくるはず。
I mean, who else is gonna be the boss from the Belgrade Kingdom, though?
ここではない違う場所から攻めるという相手の言をそのまま信じるわけにはいかぬ。 万が一ということもあるゆえに、この場に交代制で魔術師を残しておきますがよろしいか。
I see no issue with that. We certainly still need to keep a vigilant eye on the interior of the fort.
承知した。こたびの戦いで軍隊という立ち位置の集団がない。メフィ公国の魔術師たちも疲弊している。次の行動に移る前に休息を取りましょう。どう攻め、どう迎え撃つかはその後に。
Got it. Let's rest up and make sure our bodies are in good shape. After confirming our plan of action with Sakurfa, the meeting came to an end. Side events can now occur again. Alright. We're still in chapter 7 though, so not in chapter 8 yet. I assume chapter 8 is gonna be the finale. Alright, let's just continue on here. For some reason I can't seem to get the scene with Kushal to get more monster girls.
ほらギューってするよ。どこにも行かないから安心してね。ポカポカあったかい。
After asking to have someone from the Duchy of Mephi keep an eye on the inside of the fort, we return to our rooms to rest. Kuna starts nodding off as she gets carried. She looks like she's about to fall asleep.
くーちゃんもう眠かな。歯磨き終わってるし、横になってもいいんだよ。私はもうちょっとだけ起きてるかも。もちろんくーちゃんが眠るまでそばにいるけど。まだ起きてる。日記書かなきゃ。
Sorry about that.
なんだか離れなくなっちゃった。甘えん坊さんだ。
That's because she was really worried. I was afraid that you were going to die too. That's why I panicked so much.
アバロもギュッてする？
I do.
パパもギュー。
I lean in closer to Fia and Kuna and the three of us hug each other. As the warmth of their bodies makes me feel relief, I continue speaking. I wonder how Lucia and the Belgrade Kingdom army will attack now.
どうだろう。ルーチェさんは城塞を戦場にはしないって言ってたけど。
There's one thing I've been thinking about. The fort is still connected to the transfer point on the other side, and we're watching over it even now. I didn't think we'd have to go on the offensive, but if we want to settle this, it might be better to attack instead of being a step behind.
こっちから転移して攻めていこうってこと？
Yeah, I don't know where we'll transfer to, so that worries me a bit, but... Giri, the person who started the war, is gone. Zinamiya is also dead. That general won't have a reason to fight now that she's gone. Given her status, it's safe to say that Luce is leading Belgrade now. If I knew where she wants to fight, I could plan accordingly. As I think about Luce, Fia says something that seemed to be difficult to say.
実は私、結構前からルーチェさんがフィウシア教を信仰してないって気づいてたんだ。
Yeah, I had a suspicion Fia would be the one that knows this. Huh? What do you mean?
本当の力は隠してて、実際それは私も見抜けなかったんだけど、でもお父様に信仰を向けてないってことは分かってた。
Yeah, exactly what I said. Her fate should definitely be, felt, whether it was going to Fia and her father or not, right?
私は今、お父様の代行としてフィウシア教の神様の位置にいるから、そういうのが私やお父様に向いてないって分かっちゃうの。
Oh, I see. Fia knew she wasn't a priestess of the Church of Fuchsia from the start.
何かやりたいことがあるのかな。でも悪い人には見えないなってずっと思ってたんだ。
A true good person wouldn't lie about something that significant, though.
だから一足先にクーちゃんをかばえたの。本当に大事に至らなくてよかったよ。
I thought it could have ended pretty badly, though. But if you hadn't done something, I don't know what would happen to Kuna. When I think about that, I don't think I can forgive Luce after all.
ふーちゃんにも聞いたことだけど、アバロはルーチェさんのこと嫌い？
I mean, even before all this happened, I don't really like her, Fia. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm like Kuna since I didn't know what she's really up to. Luce cared deeply about my late mother, so she was kind to me. But it wasn't because of me. It was because she saw my mother's face through me. Naturally, I have fond memories of the good times we shared, and I remember the many things she did for me. Whenever I had a problem or couldn't do something right, she tried to guide me. In hindsight, since she is a divinity, she was probably trying to encourage me to overcome my inadequacy. She was teaching me how to think and act like an apostle of a god. I don't think I have any personal hatred for her. Maybe I'm like you. Since she hurt you when you try to protect Kuna, I feel like I want to settle things with her when it comes to that. Fia, how do you feel about the fact that Luce pretended to be a part of the Church of Fuchsia?
ルーチェさんはアバロのお母さんと幼なじみで親友だったんだよね。
She did mention that, but
インフルース王国にあるエルフさんの里で育ったんだったら、もともとはフューシア教だったと思うの。
probably right.
だから全くの嘘ってわけじゃないんだよ。今は違うってだけで。だからそこはあんまり気にしてない。
Yeah, she sprinkled in some half-truths and half-lies, right? That's why her story was believable.
私が気になってるのは、ルーチェさんがどうしてお父様からバスタール神への信仰に変わったのか。信仰してた神様を変えちゃうほど強い気持ちと、その理由を話して聞いてみたい。
She wants to know about the passionate feelings that drove Luce to change the god she believed in. I see. A goddess would certainly be concerned about that.
そのためにもルーチェさんに会わないとって。
See, the problem is, it better be a good reason, otherwise, I'm just gonna keep getting disappointed at this game.
ベルガラード王国と戦わないといけないのは変わらないから、どこかで落としどころは探らないといけないなって。
A compromise. When it comes to Belgorod, they think the magic that Mephi develops is dangerous, and they stated that in their declaration of war. Do you also want to see Luce to find out how she personally feels about that?
そのあたりも兵士さんとか将軍さんにも意見を通せると思うルーチェさんと話して釣り合わせしたいなって思ってる。できる限りみんなが悲しくない結末にしたいんだ。戦争だから難しいかもしれないけど。
Make everyone as happy as possible. Definitely not something that I want to do, Fia. Got it. I guess that means talking is your top priority. I want to do that too if possible. I want to believe that she genuinely showed us kindness while she was working with us, even if we belong to a different faction. The greater the scale of the war, the harder it will be to end. I don't know where Luce is now though, but I'll talk with Sakura-san about the idea of transferring from the fort.
わかった。私もルーチェさんと直接会える可能性があるなら、それもありかなと思ってる。
Fia and I look at each other and nod. At the same time, we notice our daughter's eyes were fully closed. It looks like Kuna fell asleep.
本当だ。寝台に運んじゃうね。
As she lays Kuna down, I hear hectic footsteps and voices coming from outside of my room.
フィアさん、ちょっといいですか？神様大変、人いっぱい。ミケユちゃんとイオルちゃん、どうしたの？城塞の人たちがフィアさんが心配だから一目でもいいから顔が見たいって。もう大丈夫、お休み中って言った。けどどうしてもって集まってる。
I guess they found out about what happened to her.
おお、みんな心配してくれたんだね。
I'm pretty sure I said nothing about you being wounded, but the information may have leaked out somehow.
アバロ、私ちょっと行って挨拶してくるよ。 クーちゃん見ててもらえる？
Understood. You should go and reassure them. Time to read at her diary again, right, Alvaro? It's only natural that they would be worried if they heard their goddess was injured. Fia leaves the room with Mikio and Eeyore. I pulled the blankets over the sleeping Kuna and slowly shook her head. Kuna, I'm so glad you're okay. If Fia hadn't protected you, we would have lost you. Fia went off for a bit, but she's alive and well, so don't worry. As I stroke her head, a certain object jumps into my view. Incidentally, she did say she was going to write in the diary earlier. That means she just wrote in it. Alright. Another 30 hours. I'm such a bad father. I really want to know what's on my daughter's mind. Despite the guilt I felt, I reached out and grabbed the picture diary in frustration. There were many memorable events and I wanted to see what my daughter thought of them, so I went and committed the sin. A war started. The Belgrade Kingdom and the Duchy of Mephi went to war. We greeted them in Ku's belly. The transfer point was inside of Ku's belly. A lot of people came and we fought a lot. The scary woman in black who caused the war was eaten. One of her friends gobbled her up. She said she did it because she loved her. I didn't really understand. Love. I was told that Ku, Mama, and Papa were not a family. We were just pretending to be a family. But she saved me. When Lucio and Ichan got scary, Mama saved me. I've been with Mama for a long time. We've been together the whole time. Even before I met Papa, we were. Mama said that she valued the many feelings she had when she was with Ku. Ku feels the same way. When I'm with Mama and Papa, I'm so happy. Mama said families are supposed to feel that way. Ku wants to think so too. I'm glad that I met Mama and Papa and became a family with them. Kuna. Don't worry, Kuna. Blood relations doesn't necessarily mean you're not playing pretend family either. Even though she was so young, she was confronted with such a real and difficult problem. But our goddess really is warm and reliable. I also enjoyed the time we've been spending together, Kuna. It gave me an indescribable feeling. It's ticklish in a way. I can't remember their faces, but I wonder if my parents felt this way about me too. Well, I can safely say about my own, Alvaro, no, they do not. I also wonder how they felt about having to send their child away just to keep him alive. Now I'm really worried about being separated from Kuna. I don't think I could stand it. Thanks to the determination of my parents, I'm still alive today. Luce, you know how much resolve my mother had and how she died. And she regretted the fact that she couldn't protect her. Did she turn that feeling of regret into power so that she could become a divinity of Belgrade? An apostle of God, a divinity, a divine being. She's the first one I've seen besides myself. She was with us the whole time and I didn't notice. What are you doing right now, Luce? Meanwhile, in the Belgrade Kingdom, within a temple of the Dark Sun God Vashtal, an elven divinity and a powerful man face each other.
弁明はありません。
ないのですか。
こたびの戦いは愛ゆえのこと。何一つとして恥じ入るものはないと考えます。
Can someone kill this guy? This guy's a lunatic.
豪気ですね。一人の将軍に国王並びにバスタール様は戦争許可を与えていません。これまで誰よりも軍紀に忠実であったあなたならば、それを理解しているはずですが。理解しております。しかし我が愛に従えば、
致し方なかったのも事実。
愛ですか。盲目的になってしまうほどに心を寄せていたのですね。ジナミア・ネテスタスは死にました。誰が命を奪ったのか知っていますか？
使徒殿であります。
その通りです。彼女は許可なく軍を動かし、他国へ戦争を仕掛けた罪を命によって償いました。ロンド将軍、愛する者の命を奪った私が憎いですか？
いいえ、不思議と憎しみは湧かず、胸の内に穴が開いたような虚無感でした。
Can we kill this guy, please? This guy is retarded.
我が愛を失い、すでに召喚は生きる意味をなくしているでしょう。もはや戦う意義すらも見失いかけているほどに。
憎しみではなく、希望と活力を失ってしまったと。起こした戦争が愛のためだと告げるならば、確かにもはや意義はありませんね。この機会に軍籍から離れますか？本国の意向に従わず軍紀を破った罪は残りますが、戦争を扇動した者はもう死によって責任を取っている。叶うかは分かりませんが、あなたの首をはねられることはないよう取り計らいたいと考えています。
God, you're so stupid.
使徒殿の温かな心遣い、感謝申し上げます。
Why show kindness to someone who clearly fucked things up?
しかし、召喚のみがそのような恩情をいただいてしまって、愛を誓ったあのお方を裏切ったかのように考えてしまう。許されるならば、このまま軍籍に身を置きたい。それしか能のない人間でありますゆえに、処刑されてもなお召喚は最後の瞬間まで王国に仕える兵でありたいのです。
God, this guy's retarded.
首をはねられないのであれば、死を求められる戦場にてこの命を酷使するように使用していただきたい。
自ら捨て石になることを望むというのですか？それが自身に対する罰だと。将軍の地位を得るほどにあなたはベルガラード王国へ貢献してきました。もう少し欲を持ち合わせても良いと思いますが、それに見合うだけの功績があるのです。
The fuck do you mean you can be more selfish? What? He waged war out of his own selfish reasons. This is why I can't take this game seriously. This game is retarded. What the fuck are you even talking about, Luce?
あなたが自身をそのように呼称するのも、もはや将軍となった今では見合わない。
Dear God, this game.
こたびは許可なく行動をとってしまいましたが、闇の支配を広げるという大本営の方針に逆らったわけではないのですよ。
Whatever, Luce, whatever.
ここで召喚が犯した罪をごまかせば、死した後ネテスタス教の前に立つことすら恥じ入ってしまう。それだけは避けねば。許されるならば、召喚の罪に付き合わせてしまう部下の命だけはどうにか回避できればと願うばかりです。
Listening to these two just makes my head hurt.
ままならないものですね。それほど王国兵としての在り方に誇りを持っているというのに、どうして許可なく行動をとってしまったのか。愛とはそれほどまでに心を惑わすものなのでしょうね。
I really do not think what he had was love.
過去の私も同じように悩みました。愛を捧げる先を見失い、生を諦めかけてしまったことが。
And I'm supposed to care about this now because? Why not do this like a long time ago? Oh, this is the reason why I don't like this game, man.
なんと使徒殿も。
It's too late for this backstory. Like they're telling us this all way too late.
ええ、 叶わぬ墓場に身を費やし、愛する者を守れなかった経験があるのです。そんな折に私はこのベルガラード王国へと流れ着きました。バスタール様は私が持つ負の感情ごと受け入れ、力を授けてくださったのです。
So you took the easy way out.
そのような事情が。
今は光の勢力を滅ぼし、闇の支配を広げることこそが私の使命です。あなたはベルガラード王国に忠を捧げる将。個人の事情はどうあれど、あなたの武力は国のために捧げなければなりません。
God, I wouldn't feel any remorse by killing all of these Belgrade Kingdom fools either.
はベルガラードの国益にかなう行動を取ることこそが軍籍に身を置く将官の責務であります。
では今後はそのように生きながら犯した罪に向き合いなさい。たとえ愛を捧げる先を失えど、生きる意味すらもなくなったと考えるのは少し早い。
I guess her making use of Gosh here actually does make sense though, rather than just killing him outright. He still has a use as a general, right?
結論を出すのはもう少し先でもいいでしょう。今はただ無我夢中で王国のために戦うことをお勧めします。その結果、戦場で命を失うことがあったとしても、それは逃げではない。精一杯に生きた証となるでしょう。
は承知しました。
If I was in Luce's shoes though, I wouldn't have given Gosh the satisfaction of dying how he wants.
まずはこの戦争を終結まで導きます。その方法は私に一任してもらいますが、構いませんね。
召喚は意見を出せる立場にないと考えます。
謙虚ですね。あなたやネテスタス教に付き従った兵の処遇も、私にできうる限り最悪の処罰を逃れられるよう努めます。ただし絶対ではないことは留意してください。あなたが軍人として許されない罪を犯した事実は変わりません。望み通り捨て石と見られても仕方のない戦場へと送ることもあるでしょう。部下の命を救いたければがむしゃらに乗り切ることです。
は使徒殿の恩情ありがたく。
これから私はバスタール様より授かりし力を解放するための儀式を迎えます。ロンド将軍、あなたはメフィ公国との国境付近に部隊を配置し準備を整えなさい。こちらの儀式が完了次第号令を与えます。
はメフィ公国の国境付近にて待機状態を整えます。
Why can't like the mages do something at the border and fire like those barrages of magic at the Belgrade Kingdom right now? Is that considered barbaric? Is that considered, you know, illegal in war? I feel like we should just like summon meteors at our border and then fucking demolish them. That's how that's how mages do things, right? They summon like meteors, they summon like stars or something, and then demolish the opposition. What can they do? They don't use magic. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now then, I'd like to discuss our future plans. After this, I'm probably gonna call it an episode right here. It's a day after we intercepted the Belgrade Kingdom's forces at the fort. But yeah, it seems this is the finale here. We meet up with Sakura through Amber to discuss the plan of action for the Church of Fuchsia and the Duchy of Mephiu.
皆様、しっかりと休養を取られたようですな。女神フィアの体調も大事ないようで。
怪我も治ったし、しっかり休めたので大丈夫です。
Sakura nods, then slowly bends forward as he speaks.
改めてグアラクーナ城塞を戦場にする許可をいただき、誠にありがとうございました。闇の大国たるベルガラード王国をこれほど被害少なく追い返すことが叶うとは、元首もお喜びになっております。
No, the damage was minimal thanks to the efforts of the people of the Duchy of Mephiu.
そう言っていただけると 戦いに参加した国民も喜びます。しかし今回は場を整えるという重要さを改めて確認できた形となりました。他国との戦争はこちらの望む場所を戦場にすることは難しい。我々メフィ公国は他国へ攻め入ることがない。相手の都合により戦場が決められてしまうのです。
Okay, I guess that's why they don't want to invade.
本来ならば今もこのような雑事に追われることなく魔術の研究にこそ精を出していたいのですが。
Yeah, sometimes that's how the world works, Sakura. We just want to focus on something, yet they won't let us do the stuff that we want to focus on. The people of the Duchy of Mephi are not interested in invading other countries or acquiring territory. I guess he just wants to spend time on the things that interest him.
だが現実はそう優しくはない。公庫の憂いなく魔術の研究に没頭するためにまずはこの戦いを終結に向かわせなければ。
The air around him seems to relax as he says that, but then Sakura tightens his gaze.
重戦迷宮エボベテに滞在する魔術師から報告がありました。ベルガラード王国兵が国境付近にてこちらに見える形で堂々と戦闘準備を整えているようです。
Does that mean they're going to attack the Duchy of Mephi from there?
普通に考えればそのように受け取れるでしょうな。まるで威圧するかのように布陣しこちらを挑発するよう睨みつけている。
They're setting up quickly, even though it hasn't been that long since the battle inside the fort. Has the Belgrade Kingdom's army not started fighting yet?
ええ、未だこちらの準備が整っていないにもかかわらずただじっと睨みつけているようです。
I wonder what their intentions are. I didn't expect them to move on to the next battlefield so soon, but they haven't even started moving yet. If the Belgrade Kingdom used their power right now, they could have a huge advantage in a war of attrition. Until we heard that report, we weren't ready to fight outside of the fort. Compared to our enemy, we have fewer people who can fight. We don't have an army that can fight all the time to begin with. If they fight on multiple battlefields, make us waste time fighting them, or deploy a strong offensive, it would be hard to respond properly.
どうですかな。他者とことを構える事業を主軸に据える国の考えは理解できぬ。城塞での戦闘が思いのほかに響いておりベルガラード王国も立て直しに時間がかかっているのならば喜ばしいのですが。
And what would you do when they're rebuilding? They're gonna keep attacking again once they've done rebuilding. Are you not gonna, get rid of the problem at its roots? As long as they're actually making preparations near the border, I don't think we can be so optimistic. Sakura nods gravely in response to my opinion and goes on to talk about his future plans.
これよりはベルガラード王国の神格者が戦争を主導すると見てよいはず。去り際の発言からも天意を用いた攻め方はしないと考えたいが国の意向と神格者の考えが一致しているとも限らない。
So it's possible that Luce may not use the transfer herself, but the Belgrade Kingdom might.
ええ、故に戦力を割かざるを得ない。しかし優先すべきはやはり国境付近でしょう。こちらも魔術師を集めエボベテでの布陣を急ぎ迎え撃つための状況を整えます。かの迷宮は前回の戦争時よりも機能自体が弱まっており迷宮の耐久度も低い。前回と同じ規模の軍に攻め入られた場合瞬く間に国内への侵攻を許してしまう。
This isn't the time to be happy or carefree, is it, Typo?
いえ、たとえ一時といえど迎え撃ったことは事実。ただ未だ戦争は終わっていないというだけでしょう。我々メフィ公国が有する戦力の多くはエボベテに移動することになりますがフィユシア教の方々は
I'd like to verify something. The transfer function in the fort is still there, right?
はい。未だ相互的な転移機能の除去は行われておりません。交代で見張りの人員を立てていることも、エボベテの夫人がおとりであり、転移機能により攻められる可能性を危惧しているからです。しかし、それもいつまで続くかは分かりません。
That's true. There's a good chance that the transfer function will be shut down if Luce, as the one dictating their plans, decides to do it. If they don't want to use the feature, it's normal to take action to prevent it from being abused.
転移とは相互の場所での場所指定と魔力のつながり。向こうが何かを行えば、それはこちらにも伝わってくる。魔人ビネアの魔力の揺らぎは感じましたか？
いいや、我から持っていく魔力への干渉は今のところないようだ。魔術師の言う通り、干渉があれば我に伝われ。よほどうまく術式に細工でもしない限りはだが、我の感覚を欺けるほどの細工を行えるのは、生の多くを魔術の研鑽に費やした者のみであろう。つまり、この大地に住む魔術師以外は難しいということよな。
But not impossible. I understand. Vinia, let me know if you sense anything unusual. We have reviewed our current situation. Now we just need to decide what to do. We're thinking of going to the place connected to the fort until the transfer function is sealed.
こちらから攻め入るということですな。
Yes, I'd like to speak to Lucia herself if I can.
承知しました。では、エボベテに神格者の姿が見えればお伝えしましょう。
Please do. Good luck.
そちらもお気をつけて。転移した先は間違いなくベルガラード王国の領地でしょうからな。
Alright. After confirming what we were going to do and agreeing to contact each other, we can assist each other later on. We part ways with Sacrifa. I turn towards my companions and begin seeking their opinions regarding our future plans. And that's why I want to transfer to the Belgrade Kingdom with a select few. Our goal is to talk to Luce, who is actually a divine being of the Belgrade Kingdom. We also need to bring the war that has started between the two countries to an end. To be honest, the risks are great. However, I think doing this is necessary. What do you guys think?
まだ転移機能が使えるなら試してみてもいいと思う。城塞まだ元気、戦える。あ、くーちゃん、城塞の中で戦うんじゃなくて城塞から転移するだよ。城塞では戦わない。分かった。
いいんじゃね。どうせ大勢での戦いになったら私たちがいるかいないかなんてそう大した影響なさそうだし、それなら乗り込んで戦った方がまだ目的に近そうだぜ。
Yeah, and it also makes them not able to use the teleportation if we were the one that used it first. Amber, if you're staying here, does that mean you're going to continue helping us?
おうよ。おじい様にも何も言われてねえし、私の意思でこっちに合流しちゃって大丈夫だと思う。
That's reassuring, but you might be entrusted with some important duties, so I really want to make sure.
おう、わかった。確かに確認は大事だな。おじい様が私程度に何か役目を任せるとは思えねえけど。
あんたはもう一人前になったんでしょ。だったら私程度なんて卑下するのはやめなさい。その振る舞いがロキ系の評価につながってしまうわ。
God, I hate how pompous she still is, even though she's causing so much trouble. Ugh.
リルみたいに自信満々になるには私には道のりが遠そうだな。
No, I actually prefer if you didn't, Amber. This girl is, ugh.
っていうか、リルもこっちで行動するのか？
もちろん私もこっちに参加するわ。目的だったギアリーはいなくなったし、ジラミアももういないけど、それでも私が決着をつけなくちゃいけないのは2人の命を奪った方、ベルガラード王国の神格者でしょ。
It wasn't Luce who ate Giri though. Thank you. I'm counting on you to help us out there.
別に礼を言われるようなことじゃないわよ。
Vinia, is it okay for you to come with us?
あえて離れて行動する必要もあるまい。我が協力する義理があるのはこの大地の魔術師ではなく女神とその使徒だからな。何より戦争を終わらせる目的ならばなおさらだろうよ。我の存在を他国が利用するつもりならばきっちりと型をつけなければ。
Got it. I'll make sure to take that into account when talking to Luce. As I turned to face my other friends, the first thing I saw was their reluctant expressions.
反対ではないが、おそらく相手方は準備を整えているはずだ。罠が張られている可能性も高い。転移してすぐ一網打尽になるのは一番避けねばならない事態だと考
える。ええ、この国での転移機能についてルーチェはよく知っているはずです。ならばそれを活用する方法も考慮しているでしょう。なぜ今も転移機能を封じていないかを考えるとですが。そうね、共に行動していて思ったことだけれど、いざという時に非常になれる強さを持っていたように感じたわ。彼女が敵に回ったのだと考えると、可能性にかけるのは危険な判断な気がするの。
しかしアバロの案が戦争を終わらせる道に近いのは確かだと思いますわ。我々が国境付近での戦いに参加しても戦いは終わりに向かうどころか長引くことになると考えます。ただでさえ我らは光勢力であり女神と使徒まで揃い踏みなのですから。
なるほどな。まあ下手に参戦しても結果がどうあれルーチェと話さなければ戦争が激化する可能性はある。ことがメフィコ王国とベルガラード王国だけじゃなくインフルース王国やフィユシア教との全面戦争になるって危険性はでかいわな。もう遅いかもだけどよ。
向こうも思ったよりバタバタしてるって線はないでしょうか。あとは変異機能があるのは知ってるけど対応が間に合っていないとか。
マジン言ってた。転移機能を細工するの難しいって。だから今も転移できる。ギアリー、ジナミアもういない。相手も持て余してる。
It's true that those two are the ones who connected Mephi Tower to the Belgrade Kingdom. If that's the case, maybe it's safe to assume that Belgrade doesn't have people who can tamper with it right now. However, Lucia herself is a more capable and experienced divinity than I am. I'm sure she has many connections. However, it's hard to believe that a military nation that's considered a dark power doesn't have people familiar with magic.
細工するのが難しいからこそ罠を張る可能性はあると思います。例えば転移の場所にたくさんの兵隊を配置して転移してきた人を包囲しちゃうとか。
Given the possibilities, I can think of many ways that this can go wrong. Still, I'd like to find an opportunity to talk to Luce directly. God, we're talking in circles. Naturally, if Luce shows up on the battlefield at Bobete, I think it's best to head there.
ここまれる？どうすればいいんだろう。そういえば私たちも同じような状況あったよね。その時は逆だったけど今呼ぶね。
God, this is taking too long. I'm running out of time. I need to go to the gym soon. As Fia shouted out, two figures appeared nearby.
話は伺っておりました。要は即席で不利を覆す方法があれば良いのですね。
もし囲まれていた場合は私たちにお任せを。
What can you do?
司る光の術により敵の視界を奪ってみせますわ。
That's it?
こちらも闇の術により辺り一帯を暗闇に包みましょう。我々のみに暗示を聞かせることも可能です。
These guys are clearly added in just to, have them have some voice lines.
おお、頼もしいね。
That's not even all that useful. I see. If we impair their vision, then we might be able to escape the situation somehow. Even if we can't escape the situation, if we buy enough time, we can transfer again. I have a feeling that if we make the right preparations, then even if a trap is set, we'll be able to handle it.
何通りも作戦を考えればどれかはベルガラード王国を上回れるかも。
As I look over at the faces of my companions, each of them nods in agreement. Alright, let's get ready to jump into the enemy's territory by transferring from inside the fort.
飛び込む。
Alright, geez, that was a long event. Oh, and there's another Liru event there. Alright, I'm gonna call it an episode right here, though. We're on the final stretch, guys. I think we're on, like, episode 48 right now. I think the original Amayui went to episode... Let me take a look. Went to episode 58. It went a lot longer, though, because sometimes on the original Amayui, I went to, like, 4 hours, 3 hours for the recording time rate. In this one, I don't really go past, like, 3 hours all that often. So in terms of length, the first Amayui was definitely a lot longer. But in terms of episode, like, number, it's reaching very near. God. I can't believe I spent almost as much time as the first Amayui on this garbage game. But yeah, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon to begin these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. Also, for people on YouTube that aren't on Patreon just yet, feel free to become a free member, because that's gonna be where I put first episode previews of future playthroughs. Man, I can't wait to be done with this game. This game is awful, guys. I'm sorry, Leo, I'm not attacking you personally, but this game is just not as good as the first game. I'm still kind of thankful that you chose this, because I did enjoy the first like 20 hours, but after that, it was just painful. See ya.